Hello, this is Fern, and today I am sharing with you a little video of making some collages. So, get some magazines, some catalogs, a pair of scissors, some glue, whatever, and come make a collage with me. And Pebble, my kitten, who is very involved in this video. So I decided to collage to Voyager, Star Trek Voyager, which I've been watching recently. Just as some background noise to kind of chill out, cut up some paper, touch some glue, that kind of thing. So I have, a small history with collage. It was one of the crafts that I was able to do when I was overseas. When I was in grad school, I was working in Japan and then Italy for a period of time, and I didn't have full access to all of my craft supplies and all of my, creative outlets. So I decided to choose things that were more portable and generally easier to do without access to all of that stuff. So when I was in Japan, I just had this urge to do creative things because I hadn't really been away from my stuff that I could, tinker with in my free time. So I went to the drugstore down the street and I got a pair of little scissors that came with like a sewing on your button for your button down kind of kit. It had this little pair of scissors with it, and I got a magazine and I started with that. And I didn't have any glue, so I just kind of arranged these collages on the table, took pictures of them, and that was like what I did for fun. So I continued that kind of activity over when I was in Italy. I was there for a total of 6 months, so quite a bit longer. So I dug into some collage while I was there as well. So that's kind of the source of comfort that collage offers me personally. And I haven't done it in a while, but I have just been feeling this, I've been feeling compelled. I've got a hankering to do some collage recently. So I decided to just sit down and do it. I had the day before off, and then this is right into a weekend. So I had plenty of time to sit down and work on something like this. And I just decided to do it. The day before I made 5 collages, all still while watching Voyager. So I got that little message that I haven't gotten in ages from Netflix saying like, hey, you good? You still watching this? Are you alive? And I said, yes, I am. I'm making a lot of collages, Netflix. I'm not just sitting here watching Voyager all day. Calm down. So yeah, anyway, I decided to do some of these little landscape scenes. I think doing any sort of creative project like this, if you're doing a small series or something, it's helpful to have some sort of constraint. Like in this case, really the only constraint is that I have these small postcard size little index card things. I think they're like greeting cards, but only the back half of it. So that's the constraint for this set, is that everything fits onto this little piece of cardstock. And other than that, it's like a free-for-all in terms of materials, all of these different magazines and everything. It's actually kind of fun when you kind of collect some collage materials. You end up having a lot of different sources. So for me, I still have some sources from Japan, and I still have some from Italy, and I can tell when I see them, oh, this is from when I was living here. And it's fun to see those different influences in the pieces. So in like some of the ones that I had done the previous day, there's this advertisement or catalog that we got at our old address for quinceanera dresses. And I'm like, oh, very obviously this quinceanera dress is from when we lived at that old house. And there's some like old Italian skylines. And I'm like, I remember this is from a real estate brochure from when I was living in Italy, and that kind of stuff. And then there's some things that are like, you know, not as sentimental, I guess, like different types of catalogs that you may have received in different periods of your life, that kind of thing. But still, regardless, it's interesting to see the things that you have ended up collecting and kind of the themes in the resulting pieces that come from that. I enjoy it a lot. So for this set, I was kind of playing around with different landscape layers and then having like a main creature as, I guess, like the focal point. Picking that, I think, is one of the most difficult things because I do really enjoy the landscapes, but they feel like they're missing something, and then I'm always a little bit on the edge figuring out what that main creature is, you know? So then I scanned in the whole set from the 2 days, and we can look at all of them. So here I realized I was doing like a bit of gradients or like rainbows with this set, but yeah, you can see I'm kind of layering the natural elements and then sticking in some figures. So here's that quinceanera dress. I love the X-Files vibe of this one. Yeah, this one's just kind of a little bit out there. And then my two from today, my little sea snail and my old weird prehistoric lobster thing. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed your time, and thanks for watching.